1.1 Scarcity. You've probably faced this dilemma before. You have an hour before bed and a big test coming up the next day. You know you should study, but you also really want to play video games. If only you had more time. This situation illustrates the issue of scarcity, the first topic we'll learn about in AP Economics. Scarcity. Scarcity essentially means that either an individual, a company, or a country doesn't have enough resources to fulfill its wants or needs. Now, scarcity is often called the fundamental problem of economics. And it's true that if there was no scarcity, there'd be no reason to study econ in the first place. In future units, we'll learn how governments allocate their limited budget, how consumers make decisions with their savings, and a whole host of other issues that relate to scarcity. In economics, we have a specific definition for resource, and we use the word a little bit differently than you might in a day-to-day conversation. A resource is an input that's used to create a good or a service. And these resources can be divided into 4 categories. Categories that we call the factors of production. Factors of production. Here you can see the 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Notice that money isn't considered a resource. You can use money to get one of these factors of production, but money itself isn't considered a resource in economics. Land refers to the land itself, or any natural resources that come from the land. Labor is the human effort that gets put into the production of goods and services. Next up, we have capital. Capital refers to all of the human-made resources that are used to help produce stuff. These are things like machines or factories. And finally, entrepreneurship refers to the process of bringing all of these other resources together to actually make a good or service. Now, these 4 factors of production are scarce resources, and individuals, companies, and countries have to make decisions about how to use them. We'll learn more about this decision-making in future lessons, but I want to leave you with a little challenge. There's a famous speech by economist Milton Friedman called I Pencil, where he talks about all of the steps that go into making something as simple as a wooden pencil. So I want you to think of all of the resources needed to produce a pencil like this. You need wood, but how do you get the wood? And then how do you get the wood from the forest to the factory? Come to think of it, how do you build a factory? As you can see, with a little bit of time, you'll end up with a very, very long list. Anyways, that's it for this lesson. Make sure to complete the comprehension questions, and I'll see you in the next one.